And welcome back to our Year in Review special. Well, it's that time. It's the Brooke Henderson Makes Canadian Golf History segment. It seems like we do it every year in our Year in Review special, and 2019 was no different.
It is an important day for Brooke. She would join the likes of George Knudson, Mike Weir, and Sandra Post as the winningest Canadians.
I'm really looking forward to having that opportunity to tie and hopefully overcome at some point.
Brooke Henderson to the post with her 8th career victory. She joined Sandra Post, George Knudson, and Mike Weir. The most wins by a player from Canada.
It's just really amazing to get this win, to tie Sandra, to tie Mike Weir too, which is really amazing.
She's been a great example for young kids that if you work hard, good things can happen and dreams do come true.
A chance to become the winningest player, male or female, from Canada. Canada has given so much to the game of golf. The former hockey goalie finishes her 3rd round with 3 straight birdies.
I'm just really happy with how I played and, hopefully keep it going.
No problem at all. She will head to the 72nd tee.
She has no way of knowing what's going on ahead of her, and she has no way of knowing that par gets it done. But that pretty much guarantees it right there.
Now she stands on the precipice of becoming the winningest golfer, male or female, in the history of that great country. Oh, Canada, you have a new winningest golfer.
She's done incredible things for golf in Canada.
Without question, she's been one of our great athletes, and of course, as a Canadian, we're all very proud of her.
I'm in a really amazing place right now, and I just hope I can keep it going.
What another incredible year. First of all, chasing history. This young lady is now the all-time winning professional Canadian on any major tour. 9 wins in only 114 starts. And if you look at the column down the right and shows what Sandra Post, George Knudson, and Mike Weir had to do to get to 8, it just shows you how big Brooke's 9 is already. The season stats are just as impressive. And you can look at a lot of numbers here, but the ones that leap out for me are scoring average at 69.551. And the little highlight, the fact that she is the only player to win multiple times on the LPGA Tour in the last 4 years. Those scream consistency, and it screams the real deal, Bob, that this young lady is here to stay, and she always has a chance to win every time she puts the ball on the ground. What she did last year on Canadian soil was absolutely epic. I'll say it once, I'll say it again. What makes Brooke Henderson special is the fact that she wants the ball, she wants the rock with the clock ticking down. She doesn't mind the spotlight. Michael Wan, LPGA commissioner, suggested that if he had 300 Brooke Hendersons or 144 Brooke Hendersons, that he might have the #1 tour in the world, that she is just that good in every column. She is not a Canadian story. She is a global story. Well done, Brooke. Proud of you. Bob?
I think the scoring average is the one that stands out for me. She really dials in that. She says that's how she gauges her performance. So she lowered it below 70 last year for the first time. She said she wanted to lower it again. She did. She dropped it just by a little bit. But, that's the important thing that you said, Mark. Shows her consistency, shows how many times she can go low. 450 some odd birdies throughout the year, so many rounds in the 60s. The only glaring omission on her 2019 resume was really her performance in the major championships. She did not have a top 10 in any of the 5 majors. That's the first time that's happened for Brooke Henderson, and I think that's the next step for her. She has done so many things, obviously, with all the records that she has set now as a Canadian golfer. Now she needs to take those and take another big step forward, start challenging and start winning some of these major championships. She's good enough. She knows she wants to do it. She just hasn't been able to close the door except for that PGA championship.
Well, I guess it's time for my annual prediction that she'll win the Women's Open Championship next year. I'm going to stick with it because sooner or later I'm going to be right. And I was going to go there, Bob. Is that the next step? Does she add the second major in 2020?
I think so. And I think the other part that she's going to look for is going to be, and huge, is going to be the Olympics for her. She is going to be a genuine medal threat. She went the last time in 2016 and really became kind of overcome by the necessity to try and get there. She forced things, and it didn't work out for her at all. She was crestfallen. She really took that, hard. I think this time now, having been to the Olympics once before, knowing what's going on, I think she has a good chance to come home with possibly a gold medal.